Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. Guardians, I thought I would just kind of tool around today and sanitize regionally, meaning take down the enemies of humanity wherever I may be. Because as you and I know, there's millions of them. The job has not been finished. Now, I'm at bunker E15 and I want to get this taken care of. Speakeasy Bob, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Hello, hello. How goes the fight for humanity, Speakeasy Bob? How goes the fight for humanity? All right, now, bunker E15, void threat, void shields, barrier, and overload. Let's go in. I'm gonna go 2020. Let's practice a little bit before I get too crazy town in here, because they're gonna want me gone. They want me gone. So I have a pulse rifle for barrier. I have lay monarch for overload, and then I have a sword that also is overload. This might not be the way to go. I mean, really, this might not be the way to go at all. Because you and I, look at that. Excuse me, that gave me a cough. They threw a grenade at me. Stay hydrated. It's boiling hot outside. Stay hydrated. I need to make some ginger tea is what I need to do. Speakeasy Bob, I'm glad to hear it, and it is good to see you. I've missed you. I have missed you. Now, I've got the big guy down there, an overload champion. Get him down. Go, Ransom, go. Finally, I thought I'd never get him. The overloads and barriers, all of them can be difficult here because, yeah, I'm underpowered. I'm wondering if I should have, Wish Ender Steel Guardians, is that the way I should have gone? I don't know for sure. I know with this bow, you got to be careful and you got to activate everything. Meaning, Guardians, the bow itself, I need to make sure that when I shoot one, see that meter move up to say it's full? That is ultimately when it's going to do its most work. And that's where you have to fire it for it to be unstoppable. I missed everything there. I missed every one of them. Bad throw. Bad throw. Deophist, Decaphist, Deciphist. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I try to get better. Sometimes the bots in these little guys look the same. I want to, maybe I'll have time to try something else. Excuse me. It's so hot and humid today. Just hot and humid. I wanted to do that. I decided to do that. Let's get my little friends out. I need my little friends. They will help, believe it or not, quite a bit. He tried to hit me. Here they come. Clean it up. Clean it up. Somebody came at me from behind. Who was it? Now, there's usually a little guy up here waiting. I think I got him, though. All right, what's going on here? There's some heavy. I'll take it. Did they all run forward? I think they did. Yeah, they're here waiting. Wait for me! Guardians, are we gonna get like a super bad Vex? Is there somebody really rotten on their way? You know, I wonder about it. Is there somebody really bad? Are we gonna have a new super villain? That wasn't right. We all know I got him with Strand. Oh, did he go? Did that fully take him down? Klufer, hello buddy, how are you? Now, I got a lot of champions in here. And he's probably gonna come down on me. She really should not be immune. I feel like if I poison her shield, that's part of her. Let's get her with this, and maybe I'll get a few more points. Woo, she's angry. Now the overloads heal. Ugh. Thank you, Guardians. Thank you, thank you. Run! Run! You gotta... Ah! You have to know when to run, Guardians, and I'm running. He wants to stomp me down. Where did he go? Is he close? Is he on me? Oh my gosh, he almost ate me alive. Ooh. Get out of here. I got your number. All right. Oh, it was part of the plan. We lured him away from the rest of the crew. Let's see if I can get her little ugly face. Is she firing at me way back here? How could you see me, ma'am? How could you see me? So it does work, even on her shield. You know, it does poison her. Just hitting her shield, you know, I get the numbers. Now, is there another champion? Woo-wee! I see him. He got me! I got trapped in this tunnel! Alright, I've still got time to get him. I'm gonna have to come back in here, though. That's all there is to it. Is he behind me? Now he stuns. Now, he stunned late. He stunned late. Guardians, I could have swore I got him. Before he had a time to, you know, like stomp me down. Alright, I'm going to have to come back in because we don't take that. We don't take that. Vex, we don't take that. I got an exotic. Oh. How many enemies in here? I know it's not a ton of them. Let's let it count down. Then I'm going to change over some weapons. KBG. Fury. How are you? Klufer. The Decyphist. Decyphist. Maybe. Am I getting that right? Maybe. Decyphist, how are you? Now, how many did I have? Let's take a look. I hope it shows me. Come on now. I guess I tried to hit the button. I tried to hit the button. 60 runs in one day, Holden? That is a ton of runs. I want to do something different here, though. I want to go back to Graviton Lance. And then I need to go hand cannon. So, man, oh man, I do like Vulpecula. And Overload, hand cannon, barrier, pulse rifle. That Overload, he's going to heal up. I think I'm going to stay with a sword. And I want to go chain reaction with cold steel. Am I super thrilled about this? Oh man, look at that. I'm supposed to be getting a void overshield with a death, right? When I kill one of theirs, you know, when I defeat an enemy. Final blows from weapons with a damage type matching your super create a burst of healing. So I have to take one of them down. I get a burst of healing. Let's go back in. Guardians, everybody inside of chat, update. Holden a Grenade is here. He is exceptional Guardian, skilled and knowledgeable. The 1-2 punch in gaming, skilled and knowledgeable. It's Holden a Grenade. Holden, it's always fantastic to see you. How are you, buddy? Holden played with me yesterday inside the Grandmasters. We had a good time. We did some practice runs. We had fun. Kate Bentley Gaming. Kate Bentley Gaming. Hello. It's good to see you. Kate, I think you sent me a message inside of my YouTube channel on one of my videos. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you. Kate, thank you. I need friends. I need friends. Hello, Havoc. Now let's go back in. How hard is this on 2030? Is there a reason for me to do it on 2030? I still have time. I'm for it. Let's just go in and see how rough it's going to be. I know this is hard, okay? But Guardians, don't give up. We have to sanitize our regions always, daily. You know, they come back. They come back. Stone Mason, hello. Now, I just got it on 2020, and I need to now go in and just hang out on 2030. You know, I've been working on these lost sectors for the fun of it, for the fun of it. Now, I will make a full confession. There is a full confession. Some of those new ones, I didn't get them. I didn't get them on 2020. I certainly didn't get them on 2030. I got one of, I've achieved success, I do believe, in one of those. And then the rest, just the selectable ones I'm talking about, they just got me. I mean, ultimately, that's all there is to it. They just got me. Now that guy will hide back there and become a nuisance. I have to remember, I am now on 2030. There's a guy right back there behind that stone, and he wants to take me down. So what I have to do, I have to get them first. Cold Steel, thank you. Get out of here. Alright, that didn't seem that bad. Holden says, I've been getting one extra perk in a column on World Drops in Grandmaster. So don't delete World Drops right away. Holden, thank you for that. Don't know if they intended to extend the Lost extra perk thing to Grandmasters, but it's happening. Guardians, I'm going to read that again. That's important. Holden says, I've been getting one extra perk column. So that's a good thing because that means you have choices, and choices are always good. I don't want to be denied choices. And Guardians, you need your choices just as much as I need them. Thank you, Holden. Thank you. Now, let's get these guys. Let me get my friends out. Okay, that actually did pretty good there. Oh, man. That's what it is. We are being... you know, our revives, our regrowth, rebuild, it's being sucked right out of us. Get out of here, Minotaur. Was that here before? Was that here before? Attrition. It's not your friend. This is not a flavor of an icy. Attrition. No, it's rotten. It'll take you down. The enemy, you know, might not have fully got you, but because you're not healing quickly, attrition will get you. I don't even know if that was here before. Was attrition on in the lower level? Maybe not. Oh, that's one of our guys? Get my friends out. Get my friends out so that they can help. I need help. Woo, he's stomping mad. Whoa, that almost got me. That almost got me. He's gonna heal up. He's fully healed. I feel like I need to get that old boy right over there first. Woo! I got concerned. I was concerned. Did my little friends take that guy down? That's not what I wanted. Oh, that was not what I wanted. No! Whoa! Oh my gosh, he was behind me the whole time. Death from behind. Death from behind. Polyhydra, hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. Polyhydra, hello, hello. Now, Guardians, remember, I am just, having a bit of fun here. Thank you, my little friends. Thank you. Did you see that, Guardians? Did you see it? That thing tried to heal up. These axes, Guardians, I'm going to put this on digital. This is just between you and I. The axe deal more, I don't know, more often than not, I die with the axe in hand. I just don't think I'm a huge fan of them. I mean, I know I'm not a huge fan of them. Now, I just want to casually work her down because I know there are more champions. And I got to be extremely cautious. Because at this level, I think she could, basically AoE me out of here. She's got a very strong AoE, and I don't like it. I'm running. He's right up there. He's at the top of the hill. He's coming to stomp on me. Guardians, the bots don't have overload. They just have plain old bullets. What? Oh, he was frozen. He was frozen. He's still frozen. That ain't right. That just ain't right. Get out of here. Now, I had him almost dead. I feel like a finisher could have done that. Oh my gosh, he's finishable, but he stomped on me. Whoa! That was torturous. Torturous, I tell you. Oh my gosh. Who's after me now? They've probably killed all my little bots. They've killed all my little friends. Polyhydra, they're monsters. They are monsters and they must be destroyed. Do I have more of them? I swear she healed up a little bit. We all saw it. And you can't pick those up because they're in the middle of a Vex pool of nothingness. You will be nothing if you step into those. They will incinerate you. There is one more champion up there stepping on my little bots. He's stepping all over them. Sir Gizmo, hello, hello. Polyhydra, they really are. They're just, at this level, they heal so quickly. I want to get her gone, though, because there's another overload. And he's beating my little bots up. He's a bot beater. That Vex champion is a bot beater. Guardians, I'm going with caution. I can't get him right there because the AoE will get me. I do ultimately need to lead him down here. And I don't have any heavy. Ooh. Guardians, there's no heavy. Is there not a brick around here? Did I leave some heavy up here? Come on now, game. Give me, I need some heavy. I am gonna stomp this place out. None. Nada. Not a brick. Woo-wee. Now, Guardians, things are definitely in a precarious situation. Exorcist Joker, yes, this is the tough version. I've got one more overload with no heavy. No heavy. Could I have missed some? Come on now, game. Come on. Resource. I fear he's right up there. He's waiting for me. Can I stun him and get him? Done. Woo! That took my grenade away. I picked this up and it took my grenade away. I have to remember, Guardians, I gotta remember that I don't heal fast enough. Look, I'm still not fully healed. Come on, bar. Move on to the end. Why is it punishing me? I'm trying to do good. I'm for the people. Did I get her? Is she gone? I would say now they drop a heavy. Now they drop a heavy. Yay! I did it. I did it. Yay! Guardians, it was challenging not having any of the heavy. I'm just wondering, would like this be the best way to go? Why doesn't this show me how many enemies I took down? Like, I want the screen that shows me how many enemies were in here, and it's not going to give it to me. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Lobo, hello, hello. Vanguard 1, thank you. So I got it on 2020. I got it on 2030. I wasn't deathless. He ran me down. He ran me down. I think there's a song about it. Maybe it says he shot me down, which would work too. He shot me down. Bang, bang. Guardians, it is super hot out. Public service announcement. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of liquids, especially water. This is Titan water. Water with lemon. And if you're in an area where you might not have access to air conditioning, maybe check out a library, go to a public building, a cooling station, check with your local authorities to see if there is one. Just most importantly, stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. We Guardians, we got to stick together and look out for each other. Thank you to Bungie for creating this absolutely phenomenal game that I love. It is my all-time favorite game, Destiny. Now, I want to swap up. What are some other options here? I'm not a super fan of Elsie's rifle. So, pulse rifle and then hand cannon. You know, I could definitely do this. I could do this. Then I could go into Thunderlord. That would give me an overload. Slide shot and bipod. Ooh. Oh man. You know, I like Crux Termination. I am a fan. Clown Cartridge I like. I've got a lot of them in my vault. I really do. Quite a few of them. Now, will this be something that I would like? Because I could still do the Smite of Marin Harrowed Edition. But this would give me double overload. And then for barrier, I would have the pulse rifle. Elsie's pulse rifle. I almost really... Do I have a hand cannon down here? Volt shot. Volt shot could realistically... What? Barrier is volt shot, is overload. Volt shot would give me overload. Could I do it fast enough? Oh, you know, I didn't. And I deleted one of them. Blast radius 0, so you got to get one, you know, direct hit on that. You got to get a direct hit. The good thing about this, I've got some in my vault, but I need to be checking Polyhydra. Thank you. Spilled boob Cardi. I don't know. Hello. Outbreak for barrier. I used Outbreak quite a bit the other day. And it should give me, you know, it should give me that extra. So, do I have enough time? Let's go in again. I still have some time. Is there a benefit to going in on the 2030? I don't think so. Let's do 2020. So, I got 2020. I got 2030. Last season, of course, I did a ton of these things, Deathless, and seasons past. So, I don't think there's a triumph unless it's the brand new ones. So I'm just doing this for the fun of it. No, wait a minute. Wrong. Mistakes were made. I have all overload in here, and I'm not going to rely on Volt Shot to do what I need it to do. Man, I wonder, double fires tracking bolts that leech health. So, I do need to go back. Pulse rifle. I could go solar. Subsistence and incandescent. I've only taken out 11 with this, so as you can see, I haven't used it a lot. Pulse rifle, hand cannon. So that would give me double overloads. And then for barrier, I would just have the pulse rifle. So this is overload, and then barrier, I have Elsie's rifle. Oh, man, I don't know if it's good enough to get this done. Now, there is an exotic Titan piece that is a shield breaker. You know, I could definitely go Stronghold. But let's go back in. Void Siphon's not going to work here. Orb of Power. Well, I still do. It is still Void. Yeah, so it would still work. Void Loader. Yep, I really like the fact. Void Dexterity. Void Resistance. Solar Scavenger. Nope. I need Arc Scavenger now. Let's do Arc. And then, could I do an Arc Loader? Or just another Arc Scavenger? Equipping no benefit. There's no benefit. It shouldn't even let us equip another one. Gradually reload your stowed void weapons. Those, ultimately, they're not super fast. Petters, it is so good to see you. How is England? How are you? Hello to all of the Guardians around the world, and especially Petters 188, who resides in England. Petters, it is awesome to see you. Chat, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let's go back in. I think now, yeah, I'm better set up. Let's recycle this. I've got to work on my numbers. You know, today, I want to go into the Grandmaster again, and I might try a little bit of solo in the Grandmaster. You know, it never hurts, okay? Don't, I hear you laughing. No, it's practice, Guardians. It's practice. Petter says, all good fella, tea and scones a go-go. You know, I was just thinking I need to get some of my ginger root tea, some of my green tea, or some Earl Grey. I need something good. Crimson, oh my gosh. Guardians, one of the amazing Guardians in the world today. Crimson 1 in the house. Hello, Crimson. If you want to get up and close and personal and learn more about Crimson, check out his War Table chat on my channel. He's a phenomenal Guardian who does good, and he's always reached a hand out to me. How are you, Crimson? How are you? Now, do I like this pulse rifle? We're going to find out. How will I feel about it at the end of this? I don't know. Crimson, Kate Bentley, do you know Crimson? Yeah, Crimson, Guardians, I'm going to pause for just a moment and tell this story. Way back when, Crimson, I was like unknown. I might have had like 5 followers. Just an unknown gamer, streamer, content creator. And somehow Crimson found me. He stopped by. He hung out. He invited me to some higher end content. And we've been having good times ever since. Good times. Crimson reached a hand out to me. And he stood up when other Guardians might have shied away from the challenge. That's who Crimson is. That's who he is. And someday, I hope that Crimson gets back into content creation. Crimson, we need to see you back in content creation. I need to get into my live stream and say howdy to everybody. I thought I had it on. I wasn't logged in. I am now in my live stream if anybody wants to come and chat. Finally, I thought he'd never leave. Get out of here. I rescind your invitation. That might only work on vampires, but I'm still doing it. Now, come on, Elsie's pulse rifle. Put in some work for me.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Hello?
That little guy fully stepped up here. Ugh. I didn't know they could jump up here like that. Get down from there. Get down from there. You know, get down here. Wait a minute now. What was the famous line out of Mortal Kombat, the movie? Get down here. I think that was it. I think that was it.
There's like 3 or 4 different ones. But yeah, that was one of them. Get over here was another one. Ola.
This guy's trying to kill me. Ugh! They're all out to get me. Wait a minute. Do I still have my slide on that burns everything? I don't know. I'm going to have to try it out. I might not. Did I change it up? I probably changed something. Oh no, I still have it. Okay, so I just wasted that one. Get over here.
Hello?
You know, maybe we will. I feel like we need something in here that's going to be. What is our big bad that's coming, Guardians? Somebody said, "Oh, you know, it's going to be those veiled." Those veiled things. I thought I still had something over there that I had to shoot. Oh, I see him shooting through that little crack like he's from the Old West, a sharpshooter.
Am I too low?
No, I hear you. How are you, Havoc? I said hello.
Well, you have... No, you've said not a single thing to me.
In my mind, I said hello, so it counts.
Not a single
it counts.
Thing. I almost left.
Alright, now I'm not going to hate on Elsie's pulse rifle. Not yet. Now, I know the Cyclops is out. Right over there, Cyclops. Leave my little friends alone! Petter says, "What's up, Havoc? What's up, Havoc?" Don't let him push you around like that, bot. Stand up to the monsters of this world. Be the monster.
I ran to grab a coffee. Hola, hey, Petters. Ran to grab a coffee.
Come on, we gotta get him.
This thing. Oh, wait.
All right, let's get the. Did they get the Cyclops? Okay, they took him down. Good for the little guys. Now, did we get everybody? You know, that one guy snuck up behind me earlier. Resource. And I don't want a Vex coming in from behind. They can take me down. Red Death is very good. You know, I've not tried so many of the weapons. I still need to, like, work on them.
Are you doing the DM?
Ooh, you have to watch out here because, Guardians, the way that Vex, you know, the Vex milk, it'll scorch you.
Or is this... Oh, it's the lost sector.
Yeah, I'm just tooling around in a lost sector. Sad, hello. But Guardians, I'm just playing around in here because I want to do... I kind of want to go into a Grandmaster. I might even try a little bit of it solo.
Oh, we can probably two-man it.
Or a two-man. I might try a two-man. Havoc says he feels like doing a two-man. And, yeah.
Okay.
Guardians, I will say that I was watching Vendetta this morning, and he's in the Grandmaster, working on going through with just no weapons, just melee abilities, basically. And, of course, I came in to live stream, and I didn't get to finish watching, but he had gotten to the boss room. And it was really rather amazing. Now, I know somewhere out here... the big bad guy. Oh, Sad, thank you so much. You know, I game basically every day. 90% of my gaming, 95% of it, I do stream. And also, I sometimes get in and just, play off camera. But I do try to hang out with folks. So, Sad, thank you for that. Where are the champions? All right, got him. I got him. Ooh, that Vex milk. I am running for my life. Run for your life. Yes, I am. I am indeed. Grab all that extra ammo. Extra ammo. Extra ammo. Woo! Now what's up here? I guess it's right up here that it shows up. No, it's not. I would love to find a back way into like a little sniper area. I need to find a way in and just, watch out because, I know there's what? Another overload? Look at the hate. Look at the hate coming at me. Stop hating me. I'm one guardian. I mean you no harm. Wink, wink. I come in peace. I'm just working on her. She finally ran. Let's get her down. Get her done, Guardian. I saw what was coming. You saw what was coming. Trouble. An overload. Get out of here. Thank you, Thunderlord. Thank you. Loved by many, Thunderlord.
Hey, Mango.
Woo! Mango, hello, hello. Mango, I was watching Vendetta and I had to turn off when I went live. How is his melee going? How's his melee going for the Grandmaster? I want to know. I want to know.
His melee? What?
Yeah, he wasn't using weapons. He was just meleeing it
right.
through a Grandmaster.
I wasn't processing what you were saying. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Now that one I went deathless. I think I was deathless on that, and my little bots survived. Hello, little bots.
Is it like an abilities only, or is it just purely
like an
a melee
abilities
run?
only?
Hmm.
He hasn't cleared it yet. How's he doing, Mango? It was super interesting to watch it. I was loving it.
Is he still doing it? I need to check it out.
It
I'll just
was
go look.
just, I was loving it, Mango. He was freezing. He was on a hunter, freezing everything. But you know, some of those guys are at such a distance. Like, how do you handle them? I watched up until he was in the big sharpshooter room where you have the snipers all along the catwalk at the back. It was really just fascinating to watch it. Now, could I go in? Do I have time to try this one last time on 2030? And would this be my setup?
Oh yeah, he's still doing it.
Where's he at, Havoc? Where's he? We want to update Vendetta Watch. The Vendetta Watch. Where is Vendetta at? We want to know. We want to know. This is Elsie's rifle with repulsor brace, desperate measures. I liked it because defeating a void debuff target grants an overshield. So I forgot to watch Guardians. Did I have a double overshield? Because final blows from weapons with the damage type matching your super, void, create a burst of healing and grants restoration to allies. Was this working? Was I getting like my double shields? Because repulsor brace, let's look at it one more time. Repulsor brace, defeating a void debuff target grants an overshield. So Greg, this is Elsie's rifle, and I have a lot of them still in my vault. Quite a few of them.
Is is the Hunter Strand Super actually decent on Prismatic? Because I've not used it.
Guardians, could I use tractor cannon in there and get away with it? Should I do a run for fun? A run for fun with tractor cannon? I'm kind of thinking I should. Would it work on the overload, though? That's the question.
Kind of just tuned in. Oh, okay.
I still like Unwavering Duty. You know, there's different ways I could go. I'm just looking at it, thinking, how could I go? How could I go down on this hole and clean it out? You know, it's sanitized regionally. We're on Europa. I've got to sanitize this place. We've got to clean it up. And I'm wondering, Holden says void suppression does the overload, but it's risky. Man, I know Holden, and he gets a little bit close, and all of a sudden he slices me in two. And I don't want to be sliced in two. I want to survive to come out on the other side. You think this would work really well, Petters, the void suppressor?
Oh, maybe it's for the grapple.
Overshields for each target hit. I'm not hitting enough targets. I need to hit more targets.
Oh, he's almost to the boss room. He's like on the. Oh no, he's at the sniper. He's coming up to the sniper, that room that you have to drain the liquid from.
Right, yes, the sharpshooter alleyway. He's at the sharpshooter area.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, I feel like this needs to be, because I don't want to use a sword, so the whole thing needs to be reset. I'm going to reset this whole thing. And then we go hand cannon, sidearm, pulse rifle. But I do like, you know, also the scout here. But this gives me the 3. these aren't, I don't love these. I'm not in love with these. Do I want to marry it? No, I don't want to marry these. I feel like some of these artifact mods, these things, the perks, we need some different ones. Now, Holden did mention yesterday in the live stream that we're going to get more of these. It definitely needs fine tuning. Last season, so many of them I loved. This season, so many of them I do not. Cold Steel, I really like. Cold Steel freezes, but he still was able to slam down on me.
What's Vendetta's level? What's his power level?
Let's see. What is Vendetta's power level? Do I have Vendetta in my friends list?
I don't know.
I thought I did. He might have unfriended me. I could have been unfriended. But I thought I had Vendetta in my in my friends
He
list.
could be hiding.
Yeah, he might not be showing up. It's not here. Maybe I don't have Vendetta in my friends list. It's possible.
Be better. Be better, Ransom.
I'm unfriendly. I'm not a friend. I've been unfriended. But I know how it works. We're so limited on how many of these we can have. There's just so few of these.
Yeah, for real. It's crazy that they even have to have limits on that type of thing. But I mean, like, but I don't know. I guess I just don't understand computers sometimes because I feel like a name shouldn't take up that much space on anything.
All right, so now back to this. Let's get back to this and get it set up. I've got time for one more. Destroying a tangle, breaking a combatant's shield. Let's do that.
Yeah, Lay Monarch is good here.
I'm not going to. Petters, I used Lay Monarch earlier. I did. I like it here. I like it a lot. Stasis, weapon, final blows.
399 months it just here. uh,
Void or prismatic. I don't know now. I just void overshield. So I've reset that up. Let's reset that up. Let's see. Let's go back in. Did I change a lot here? Not really. I just reset my artifact. Because I still do like unwavering duty. But I think I'll stay with this. Let's try it one more time, right? Or should I really just switch to something? Should I go back to this? Okay, pulse rifles, anti-barrier, and I need a hand cannon. So hand cannon, pulse rifle, unwavering duty, void loader, void damage resist, void holster, arc holster. I need solar, but solar holster won't work on rocket launchers, but it will work. It will work right on my machine gun.
Aggressive. Be aggressive.
Now, let's just go back in and have another good time. I changed up slightly. Let's go back in and see what happens.
Oh, Vendetta gave you a shout out about 10 minutes ago. I forgot to tell you. I just saw it on the thing pop up.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Vendetta. Thank
We'll
you,
have to send him
Vendetta.
a little note.
All right, let's get busy with these guys. I put a suppressor grenade on. Or an icicle. I put an icicle on. Void overshield for 10 seconds. This might have been a mistake. Whoa! Mistakes were made. Can I get that guy down fast enough with just a hand cannon? I don't know that I can. I don't know that I can. Let's go this route. Let's try it again. Oh, Void Hegemony and Expanding Abyss. All right, I'm going to try again. I definitely couldn't get that guy down fast enough. Let's see what I can do this time. Wait a minute now. Overload. This gives me overload. So now I need a pulse rifle up here. Let's go Smite of Marin. Or no, let's just try something different for Crazy Town.
Oh, he reset. Oh, he made it to the boss room, but I missed what happened.
Is Outbreak perfected good? So pulse rifle for barrier, overload would be
I
a
love
hand
Outbreak.
cannon.
Are you doing the Grandmaster? I'll do Grandmaster with you. Is that what you're doing? Hello?
So the hand cannon, I just don't think it's going to work. I mean, Holden's telling me that overloads. Yeah, in just a few minutes, I'm going to run one more of these, Havoc. I have enough time. Holden says overloads require constant overload damage to stop the healing. Constant.
Yeah, stupid.
Overload is a hand cannon.
I would just, run Lay Monarch maybe if we're not doing outbreaks. Unless we can, burst the overloads.
I don't know. I feel like I need to now go back to really how it was set up. Go back to how it was set up prior. I loved Vulpecula. I really like Graviton Lance. And I really like, the Cold Steel. You got to get close to them, remember, for the Cold Steel to really... And you got to make it work. They froze a little bit late, and it got me. Got me multiple times. So I'm going to go back to Arc. Go back to Arc this, overtime. And then I do like this, but this one would give me my 25%. So is this how I want to go in? Let's try it. Launch. Holden says lingering damage from Lay Monarch helps with solo overloads the most, other than swords constantly applying overload. Stop throwing grenades! I take a grenade for ya. Cue the music. I didn't think he would ever go down. Get down. Go down. Get out of here. He just kept on and on. Leave me alone. I take a grenade for ya. Ooh, ooh. That still only was a 10-second overshield. Got him. Got him. Alright, thank you, bots. Thank you, my little bots. My little bots. I feel like they need a new color shader. The little bots need a new color shader. I'm unanimous in that. Woo! Look at all of them. They wake up angry. They don't become angry. They wake up angry. Oh! Oh, he's a smart one. A smart one with a well-greased machine of a weapon. It definitely got me. Who keeps firing at me? Leave the bot alone. Let's get my friends out into this battle. Feed 890. Hello, hello. Now what? We've got one of these guys. I threw that grenade before that. Now, luckily, I did this deathless already. Because I am one of those guardians that if I don't get something, I want to come back over and over and over again. All right, did I pick up all the ammo? Probably. Not a single piece left. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Alright, let's move along. Move along. Move along. Wyverns, wyverns. Du, 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 du. Curvy bullets incoming. I swear my weapon felt like it stuttered. I'm gonna do this. It's risky, I know. Whoa! I almost made it. I almost made it. Oh man, she wants me gone. She wants me gone. Ah! Woo wee! Oh my gosh, I can breathe. Aka, how are you? Hello, hello. Now, man, oh man, that was they were coming for me. They had one goal: destroy Ransom Rider. I say no. Now come on, that went all the way under her. There's times I just want to go back to my second grenade. I take a grenade for ya. My second grenade throw. Because I just love it. But this definitely takes longer to get her down. Where's her face? I can't see your face, ma'am. Show your face. She's trying to run around and hide. Got him. Got him. Does the shield actually do a thing? I don't know if it does a thing to her.
What shield?
Alright, I think that got them all. Yay! But I feel like it needs to be fine-tuned for better directional control. I try and try and try to spin around and just can't get it. to move the way I want it. I need more control. That's what I'm trying to say. More control. All right, 4 minutes to reset the daily reset. Let's go to the tower. Did I get anything good? Okay, I'm going back. Hang on, hang on. Let's get to the tower. Hydration, hydration. Oh, I still didn't take off to the tower? I thought I hit tower. Tower. Go forth. Be social. I'm going to type in a hello to everybody. Hydrate or dihydrate. It's we got to hydrate. Alex Stone, hello, buddy. How are you? How goes your gaming today? You know, it's sunny. It's extremely hot. It's a perfect day to be inside gaming. If you are outside gaming, be careful. Be sure you cool off, cool down.
Outside gaming.
Yeah, baseball, football. There's games that are played outside.
No.
Soccer, all those type of things. Hide and seek.
Yes.
Okay, 1898. You know, I don't hate this role. Subsistence and attrition orbs. Some 1990s. I probably could use those. Beacon rounds and Vorpal weapon. Reconstruction and one for all. I thought that I had some. You know, I don't. Let's find out what I got there. Let me make sure I've recycled everything. I want to put these over just in case, because I need to get my hunter out and get it leveled up and complete a few things on my hunter and my warlock. My hunter and my warlock. Let's see. Now, let's go over to Raul. Raul, can you hear me? Show me something good, Raul. Give me something good now. Wow, every one of these, or everything here is a 1992. You know, it just has to be, I've got to go after the pinnacle gear. Actium War Rig. $1992. I guess I need to take something else up. What would it be? What do I wear often? I like double grenades. You know, it's just how that works. Double grenades. Zur is in town. Has he got something good? We'll go check him out. We'll see if Zur is offering something fantastic. A 66. I'm not going to hate on that. I will not hate on a 66. Actium War Rig. Let's take this one up. Now, a lot of 1992s here. A wall of stasis crystals. Dringer's Lash. And Orbs of Power. This is Alpha Lupe, right? Alpha Lupe.
Fenchurch does the exploring. I make the deals.
I know I use a lot of these resources. I'm okay with using a lot of them. I don't mind using a lot of my resources to take this stuff up. All right. What this is a 1992. What would I really want it on here? Probably Vulpecula, because I do love Vulpecula. 1992. What do I have here that I could go up with?
Rhythmic, physical
Not a lot.
expression.
Do I have something with Katie that's a heavy? Nothing. I don't have a thing, Katie. You know, give me something good now, Katie. We've been friends a long time. I've been campaigning for you a new color shader. I know you want one. In fact, most of the NPCs need a new color shader. I'm going the wrong way. Why did I think Zer was down there? Because he usually hides out down there. Let's go find him. He's down by the ramen noodle shop. They've given him a permanent home. Is Zer trustworthy in the long term? He's an agent of the Nine. His will is not his own. Therefore, I kind of deem him as being untrustworthy. Hello, Zer.
Yes. The Nine see your valor.
Stomp Ease at 68. This would be a 90 if Master worked, right? A 90. This is actually, if you don't have one, better. Come and get this, because look at the even distribution, on the mobility, resilience, recovery, discipline, intellect. I like that even distribution. This could really round you out. FLII, is it fly or flee? Hello, hello. It's good to see you. How goes it, buddy? How goes it? My day is doing well. I'm pushing back the darkness. Thank you. Thank you for that. Peregrine Greaves at 64. Skull of Dahamkara at 67. 3 Vanguard Engrams. If you spend Strange Coin.
Someone at the tower just now found out that you can type to people. Oh, 2 people did. They gotta be trolling. I mean, really?
Contains a random item. Let's try one and see.
May it change your
Oh, a raid banner. I got a raid banner. Thank you, Zer. You dug deep for that one, buddy. You dug deep. Wardcliff Coil, Prometheus Lens, Monte Carlo, Hawk Moon, Seventh Seraph, Death Adder, Ignition Code, Soul Survivor, Seventh Seraph, Memory Interdict, Crown Splitter. Do I have all this stuff? I would think I do. I wished it would say you already have it. Oh, yeah. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. That's that old Vex incursion back when the Vex were trying to take over the moon. We should have just said, go ahead, fight with the Hive. That's what we should have done. Did anybody come back to work? Hello? I need a ramen bowl to go. A ramen bowl to go. Hello? Nobody's there. Let's see, old Hawthorne. I like Louis. Or Lewis. Is it Lewis or Louis?
I think it's Lewis.
Yeah, I
Gambit
think so too.
matches. Crucible.
Hey, hold on.
Raids.
Hello.
I don't know, Guardians. We've been very nonchalant in our approach to raiding lately, and we need to do better. We got to do better.
Ransom, I just wanted to let you know you should probably spend all your strange coins because they drop like crazy from the GMs. You fill them up to 99, which is the maximum in like 4 or 5 runs.
You know, Holden, I was wondering why I had 71 of them.
Yeah, they're dropping like crazy in the GM.
So I do like this enhancement core thing.
Yeah, I bought all the materials. So the materials are nice, and then up at the top there, you'll see that once you spend 47 for the week, you'll get a strange favor buff. If you highlight over that coin up there, so you're at 17 out of 47. So once you spend 47, you'll be able to pick up the strange favor buff. That lasts for 11 days and makes it so you get even more strange coins when they drop.
We're going to be rolling in strange coin is what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to refresh the buff every 11 days. And apparently it stacks up to ×3. So if you keep it going, you'll be getting lots of strange coins, and then you can come to Zur and use it for random weapons. So I would buy both those glimmers since you have plenty of strange coin to use. And then the strange gifts will give you just like materials or blues sort of randomly. Be careful, those will fill up your postmaster quick.
Oh, and those will they'll delete my good stuff.
Yeah, you just don't do those very much. And then but in the other strange offers, the Vanguard engram one, if you read it, it looks like it says it contains a random legendary Vanguard armor or weapon.
Yes.
So it's not actually engrams, even though it looks like it's engrams.
And I would have all of those. I can't imagine, but I could get a good roll on something. I could get a good roll.
I think for the cost though of 23 strange coins, you'd rather spend 2 more strange coins in his other strange offer menu, the one on the right side, and you can get a random exotic.
Let's try it.
It is yours now.
Okay, and so I'm going to have to decrypt that, and that will help my growth with not Zur, but Raoul.
Correct. So like once you've spent everything you want to spend, I think the best things to buy are probably exotic engrams, which might have a limit, I'm not sure. But you can also random roll like weapons from the collection in that right side menu from Zur's weapon collection. And I don't know if you saw in there, there's like the ignition code grenade launcher, which if anyone is missing like a slide shot ignition code, that would be a good place to try and roll one of those. Just things like that.
Wow, that dropped at a 1900. So lucky. I'm so lucky. I'm probably gonna regret deleting this, but you can't keep it all, Guardians. If you've heard me say many times, I have so much stuff that I just simply can't keep it all. Now, let's look at this. That was a 1900. Get out of here. I don't even think they need you coming up in the Cosmodrome at a level 1. I don't think 1900. What do they open up with now? A new light coming in. Do they start at 1900?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go up quick.
By the time they step out of the Cosmodrome, they're in 1990.
Yeah, maybe. Depending on how long they spend in the Cosmodrome.
Look at all these people over here.
Agent of the Nine.
I was here first. Get back. Get back. All right, so these I can spend, but now wait a minute. How close am I on, let's see. So I can get this.
It is yours now.
So voila, the loyalty program is now in my possession. I possess the loyalty program.
Yeah, so that lasts for 11 days. So as long as you like do some more GMs and get enough strange coins to spend another 47 next weekend, when he shows up, you can get that stacked to ×2. and then it'll go up to ×3 the week after, and then it should be dropping lots of strange coins anytime that you do strikes. And it'll just be easier to maintain it if you can keep it at ×3.
Yeah, that's it. Holden, thank you for letting me know that. I need to do more reading on those twabs when they come out, or twids, whatever they are.
Yeah,
I need to read more about that stuff.
I've been slacking, so
Let's see
yeah,
what we've got
same.
for each other.
All right, let's see. Come on now. I could go this route though and like decide what I want to do. This had a chance to give me a really good Pyrogale, or a better Abeyant Leap. But Guardians, what I've been chasing since it debuted hundreds of years ago, is a really fantastic Lorelei, Splendor Helm. I would love to have a good one. Second Chance, is this where I get a shield throw? Yeah, Guardians, right here. Second Chance, exotic for the Titan. You throw your shield and you can stun a barrier champion. The trouble is that usually when I'm up against one, they're stomping down on me, and then I either don't have my throwing shield, or for some reason I miss. And so I am not in love with Second Chance for that reason. But if you're really good with your shield throw, Second Chance could be your friend. It could be your friend. Do I want to do this, or just open it up and see what it gives me? Roll. I'm just going to roll the dice and hope that you give me something good. Give me something good.
When you focus it, it's worth 500 reputation. When you focus it on the lower tier, it's 250. And then if you just pop it open, I think it's worth 100.
Yeah, you definitely should be focusing them if you want to go up in your XP. Or
You
you're
get
ranked
to
with good
or
old
150.
Raul.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What did this drop? 66, and I have an 85? Ooh, that's rough. This is better, though. If I put a 4 on this, it would be better. I do like Severance Enclosure. I know this is now a 90. It's a 90. Severance Enclosure, I'm a big fan of it just because the powered melee and finishers unleash explosions, and it's so good when you're dealing with just a lot of ads. I'm a big fan of it. So now that's a 66. What is this one if I just take it to 0? It's a 80, so that would have been a 60, right? No, wait a minute. What was this before I masterworked it? Yeah, it would have been like a 60. I'm thinking that I could masterwork the new one. But no, it can't work that way. It was 6, 7, 8. This would be an 88. If I masterworked it, it would be an 88. So I'm still better off. I'm better off with the one I had. So this is the one I'll stick with then. I will stick with this. Sniper damage, area of effect, and then right now I've been using Void, and I'm a big fan of Severance Enclosure because I've seen it really wipe out a whole area. A plus 22 rush, it's a plus 22. So that would be 678, 688. Yeah, 88. And my other one's a 90. It's a 90. Okay, where did that lost sector go? Let me click these off. I should do these with friends. I don't even know that I've done the weekly story mission. I read online, people were like, "Was that it? Was that it?" So, I don't know. I don't think I've really got into the weekly story mission at this point. I just know, Guardians, and this bears, I'm going to reiterate here. Word of the day, reiterate. We need a big named villain. I am going to say this out loud on digital. Once the witness went down, I felt a little bit deflated. Meaning, like, it felt like, man, the witness is over. We've already once defeated Savathun, and all the other ones have run. They're in disarray. The game tells it's in disarray. 3 little blips left the Traveler, but we didn't really get like a true named. People have said in chat, "Oh no, Ransom, we're dealing with who are the shielded, the veiled lady that we have been looking at for like 5 years in the game." I think
The
we
Winnower.
first saw her in Garden of Salvation or something. The Winnower. I
Yeah.
want a name. I want a cutscene. I want to see who the villain is. Because you cannot be a great hero unless you have great villains. And to rise to the occasion, I want a name. I want to see who they are. I want to know what their goals are. I want them to monologue. I want a monologue telling them why they're going to destroy us. And then I need a monologue from one of our leaders saying, here are the reasons they must be taken down. They must be defeated. I want the battle to be refreshed. I don't want just a bunch of wandering aliens who are lost out in, our solar system. I'm going to need them to be reformed and grouped, and I want them on a focused effort to come for us so that we can focus our efforts on them. Would Star Wars be as great if it did not have Darth Vader? No. The Emperor, good, kind of good villain, but Darth Vader was it. Destiny needs a Darth Vader style character that we can love to hate. And I love to hate Savathun. I love to hate her. I talked about in many of my videos that I felt like she would join us in battle because she did not want to kowtow to the witness, and she joined us. I actually turned and looked at her as she battled with us against the witness in the 12-man version. I loved it. So many of our allies were there. Of course, Savathun told us, after this, you and I are done. We're done. I owe you nothing. You owe me nothing. I'm back to who I formerly was, a rotten leader of the Hive. Of course, the Hive are still shattered. The sword logic fell to pieces. It absolutely crumbled under the tutelage of Eris Morn. We destroyed the sword logic. Eris Morn, we love you. You gave me raisins. I'll never forget it. So there's that. I want it. I want it. I need it. I've got to have it. Bungie,
You should.
as you know, we love you, but give us a villain. Give us a villain. Go ahead, Holden. Go ahead.
You should watch the latest My Name is Bife video about the Winnower.
And I'm a fan of Bife. We need to call him on the red line, the hotline, and get him in here to talk about.
Well,
give us a synopsis, Holden. What's he saying?
okay. So you know how sometimes in the weekly updates on Bungie.net, Savathun or the Witness would talk to the Guardians, like they would take over the communications on Bungie?
Yes.
Okay, so the Winnower has recently done that, seemingly. There's a ship, an exotic ship in the game now that had a lore tab added after the Witness was defeated. And it is, if you go into equipment and then go to ships and episode echoes, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, if it's Nokra or Nokre, but
it's Nokris. Are you? Oh, the ship. No, you're talking about the ship.
Nokris, yeah, Nokris was the
brother
wizard
to Oryx
of
and
the
Savathun
yeah.
and Cebu.
But this is a ship, and there's a lore tab, and you can hear Bife read the lore tab, and he talks about all the different connections that it has, what it references, and how basically it's the Winnower sending us a message. And the thing that's really interesting about it is the fact that the Witness was like a blade of the Winnower, was a weapon that was wielded against the Guardians, but it seems like from how casual the Winnower is being to us, that it was more of like a test of the Guardians than like an actual attempt to wipe us out. And also, like, the Witness wanted to calcify the entire universe and stop all of the like things that the Traveler and the Winnower like were doing, their game of life and death and battle and stuff like that. And so we were actually doing the Winnower's bidding by killing the Witness and defeating it. And so it's almost like we have become the next knife. We're the villain. We're the ones who are now in a position to go out and do battle across the stars and perpetuate the game that these two like infinite beings are playing, you know?
How do you feel about it, Holden?
I feel like it's a lot more complex than like villains and heroes, and I love it. While I do love, like, I mean, I grew up on Star Wars. Like, that was watching Star Wars original trilogy at 7 years old was like basically it made me who I am. It was the basis of who I am as a person. But like, I love the complexity that modern media and that Bungie is bringing to the story, and I'll always enjoy shooting things and looting things, but it does seem like we do need another villain or some sort of like purpose, a new cause to
we need something to unite the troops. We all need to be able to join hands and sing the praises of our deeds that we're going to do. And, we've attained knighthood. We were knighted by Mara Sov.
Yeah.
We defeated the greatest enemies that we've ever heard of about in the game. But we need a face, Holden. We need a face. I need to see him.
I think Fickrell is the next big bad, right? There's in the preview video of what's to come for the episodes for the 3 seasons, or the 3 episodes of this year, Fickrell is back.
And for those who don't know, tell us who Fickrell is.
Fickrell was the leader of the Scorn under Uldren Sov.
He was the big, tall, nasty one. Did we ever face him on the Reef?
Yeah, we did. In the Grandmaster and Strike, what was it called?
He brought us baby Screebs. That's when we got the baby Screebs in Fickrell. And that was...
Are you there yet?
and big circles of destruction. If you didn't get out of the circles, he fried you. Do you remember those, Holden?
We're on it.
Oh, yes.
That was a good one. I would love for some of those to be, brought back. I really enjoyed that.
That was a stressful nightfall for sure.
It was. I loved it. I mean, I went through there over and over and over again, just, trying to beat him. And eventually, did beat him over and over again. But he was definitely, took a little bit of learning to get used to his mechanics and how he worked and all of his legions that he brought down. But the baby Screebs, they gave me just a nightmare, really. The baby Screebs did. And I actually, we got something just recently that had baby Screebs, didn't we?
Yeah, the mission that was in the cave in the Pale Heart.
I remember thinking these are baby Screebs, but now I don't remember exactly, what they were.
They were baby Screebs, and then there was like a mega Screeb boss, and we had to go around and break. I can't remember. I think you had to like shoot acolyte eyes, take in acolyte eyes to get a buff that would allow you to do something. It's a little bit of a blur.
Hold on, it's a blur for me, and I feel like I'm gonna enjoy going through the remainder of the story missions with my with my hunter and my warlock again, because what happens, and every time I say this, Guardians, and you may say it just like I say it, I say I'm going to take my time and go through this, try to enjoy it and remember it, and then I find myself just, in a mad rush to get to the end. And I that's what I end up doing. It's just like, let's get to the next one. Let's get to the next one. Do you do that as well, Holden? How do you handle that?
I did the solo legend campaign on day 1 to get the power level because I was prepping thinking I was going to have these skills to beat the raid. And I didn't, but that's okay. And then I paid Bungie the $40 in silver to skip the other 2 campaigns because I don't have any interest in doing it a second and third time.
Now, yesterday, Holden, I want to revisit. You were mentioning how, the level that we achieve on one character carries over to the next character.
Yeah.
Does that work on armor and weaponry?
Works on everything. There might be a few exceptions in terms of just specific drops, but if you go into Destiny Item Manager, they've updated for it now. So when you click on the power level of your character, it'll show you 2 options, your account power and your equipable gear. So if you click on your equipable gear, it'll show you your maximum item for all of your individual character slots for that character. But if you go to your account power, it'll just show your highest power item in every slot across all 3 characters, and that's what the game is basing drops off of. So essentially, if you got a warlock to 1998 base power, and then you started a new titan, that titan's pinnacle drops would be 2000 power immediately, because your warlock is already at 1998 base power, so you have an account power of 1998, so all of your drops are based off of your account power now, not your character power.
So when I go in with my hunter, just to bring it all down, my hunter does not have to be at level 2000. It can be really at whatever level my Titan is, and I will have drops that coordinate with my Titan.
Yes, the drops will be based off of your account power, but your character still needs to be powerful enough to do the content. So it's not like your account power is raising up your other characters immediately. But let's say, for example, you went to your hunter right now. I already know that you're in the pinnacle band on your Titan. So you could just go into the leveling section of the blues collection and pull a 1990 armor set and then infuse up all of your hunter's pieces to 1990 and basically be ready for everything in the game.
Holden, I'm going to say it. I know you're feeling the same way. That is such a phenomenal way to level up in the game, because formerly we did it the old-fashioned way, and that was 3 times the work. You did it once, you did it a second time, you did it a third time. With people taking over their weapons, but the armor, you still had to earn it and work on it.
It was so bad before that there was a black market of recoveries of people grinding out power level for people that didn't want to spend the time, until Bungie went ahead and said that account recoveries are bannable offense.
And by black market, what Holden's talking about, I think, is people would pay somebody to sign into their character and play and get their character leveled up so that they wouldn't have to do the dirty manual labor of it all. Is that what you're referring to, Holden?
Yeah, for as long as Destiny has existed, and I think still to this day, people do it if they're not aware of the fact that it's a bannable offense.
Now, it's totally... hang on right there, Holden. Holden just hit on a key. That is totally not legal to do inside the rules of the game.
If Bungie catches
you cannot
anyone...
do that.
Yeah, and it's not even just like paying someone, it's literally just like having your friend log in. Like if you think that you can't do a mission and you have your friend from like another state or another city log in to do it for you, that's a bannable offense. That's an account recovery, whether it's paid for or not. And you can get your account banned for that.
Havoc, they froze me with a stasis globe. I will need assistance. Guardian
I know,
down
can
on
we-
level 2.
Can we tighten up, please? Because it's 2 of us here, so.
Yeah, why did you run over there and never said anything about it?
Well, I was
Communication?
fine. I'm not the one who died.
I'm being a distraction. I apologize.
You're not a distraction at all, Holden. You know, Havoc will forget the fact that I've already revived him, and then he screams at me he's not the one that died. I go down once, and they hold it against me for the rest of my career. But no, Holden, I'm so glad that that's altered. Just so glad, because it was a mess, an absolute mess to have to deal with all that.
Yeah, it's superior for sure.
But I am one of those people, I'm real guarded with my account. Like, I don't want to give my account out and have it, you know, used by someone else. I've often wondered, you know, people, you have to be very trusting to just hand your account over to someone.
I mean, yes, if you're the kind of person who has invested a lot of time in the account, whereas like other people just sort of are more nonchalant about it, they don't care so much. But like if I could log into Bungie.net and sign like in blood a waiver that made it so that in game that my characters couldn't be deleted, I would do it. Like, you know, all of my Guardians are from year one of Destiny 1. I've carried them the whole 10 year plus.
Same
journey,
here,
and I would be
Holden.
devastated.
I'm the same way. These Guardians, I haven't remade them, renamed them, nothing. You know, they're my original team.
Yeah.
And I just haven't remade or deleted any accounts, anything like that. When you hear me talk about the fact that I have gone through New Light, I went through New Light on my existing characters. I fought the Red War. You fought the Red War, right, Holden?
Oh yeah.
We were there, Guardians. We are original Guardians. D1, D2. You often hear me refer to it as a double D gamer. We have done the D1, D2 thing for sure.
Yeah, I wish there was two-factor authentication required for any potential like character deletions or I think it's crazy that you could like the amount of times that I've seen on Reddit people posting about their kids accidentally deleting like a character that's been with them for years is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would hate to think that happened to me.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at him spewing hate in the form of a sniper bullet. I'm working on him, Havoc. I'm working.
Oh, I almost got away. Oh, Ash says something.
Woo-wee. Watch him, Guardians. That nasty sniper bullet. Ooh, that hurt. You hurt me, monster. You could have been a House of Light person. You could be growing corn in the Cosmodrome as we speak. But no, you're here trying to destroy us. What are you protecting? You and the Vex, you're not friends. You will never be friends. When is the Fallen gonna read some of this Vex stuff? We had that whole season about what was it called? Mithrax was reading, Vex data, script,
Elizabeth,
programming,
you must know why
whatever
Clovis
came
built
of
the
that.
fortress.
Did we get anything out of that? And didn't we face
Obsession.
Quoria?
The list is long.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a
Asked him, he would have
there's a
told
lot
you he
going
was
on with the
saving
Vex in
humanity,
this current
collecting the
season,
radio
so we just have to
area
wait to
from
see
the
what
Vex that
comes
came
in Act
through
2
to
and Act
find
3,
Clovis.
and I haven't
I
even
wanted
done
it
Act
shut
1
down.
just like you
Clovis
yet,
wouldn't have
so
it.
Hold on, I was gonna ask you,
First
is
to
Act
sin,
what
once
is
again, the
Act
rest of us
1?
paid for it.
Well, it seems like
Bastard.
they're doing like 3 weeks of story in each of the acts, so it'll be 9 weeks of story total, I think. But they're split up, and people are like a little bit disappointed in that, it seems. But I mean,
Well, how much?
If
I
it's not-
wonder what they seemed really disappointed in was the fact that there wasn't a lot of story.
yeah, I mean they've only given us the first part, so and the
He's
fact that
finishable.
it's
Well, it was. Go ahead.
the fact that it's ended so abruptly or whatever, and people have to wait, makes them upset. I don't know how well that's gonna go over with the community,
lad.
but
It seemed to, But now I'm going to say this. I'm gonna, okay. Here I was going to finish it. It seemed like it created a lot of kind of hostile disappointment because there wasn't enough to the story. And who's the guy that writes for Forbes? I do follow him, Paul.
Tassi.
Yes. I follow him, and he even, was like, this is what we're getting. Is it going to be enough to placate Destiny players? I don't know if it will or not. Why is this not letting me revive?
Because you put an ice block on top of my ghost.
You might want to stay close. I think we have one of those things. The further away you get, the more out.
We should just probably restart at this point.
No, I mean, we still have 7 revives. We'll play it till we can't play it no more. But I do follow Paul Tassi. I like Paul Tassi a lot.
Why did you go all the way to that left side?
Because I want to sharpshoot. They're not the only ones that can sharpshoot. These guys are dangerous, Havoc. They are dangerous.
Well, let me know when you get this overload.
Don't tell me you came in here without something to take care of overloads.
Then we're gonna need you to switch out of that awful grenade.
You mean the one that helped bring him down?
No, the trash one that blocks every freaking thing that is possible.
Use it as your friend, Havoc. Use it as
No.
your friend.
I'm done messing with that.
So my grenade is the reason you went down. Oh. This is a weapons game.
Exactly. So you don't need a giant ice wall.
I'll revive you.
Well, that's your only option right now.
And this guy's still out. They do, chat, they heal so quickly here. I feel like that should do something. The shield should, he's supposed to be weakened, I thought. Come back, Heavy, come back. Now, luckily, I have Vulpecula on, and I do have Shoot to Loot. Let me reload my weapons. Let's reload. Labradorite. Hello, hello. Ashzilla. I think that's Ashzilla. Hi there. I saw one of your videos shared on Twitter and it hit me right in the feels. So I had it to come in and say hi. Thank you so much. And thank you to Lucky 10p. You know, he's got millions of followers across multiple social media platforms. And I am extremely grateful to him for putting that on. But thank you for letting me know. Thank you. I will say that, you know, I cut away early out of that video because, you know, I got emotional about it. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, when Cade gave us the light back for our ghost. You know, ooh. It was absolutely a touching moment that still resonates with me right now. And so many people that I talked to said, you know, I've been playing since I was a kid. And so it has a lot of meaning. But I basically have been playing my adult gaming life. You know, you've heard me talk about Guardians, a few of those mistake games I bought, like Hard Rain or something it was called, and a few others. I watched Guitar Hero, you know, being played here at home, but I was never great on Guitar Hero. I did like it because I was able to listen to Foreigner. Whoa, they got me! He's still out there, Havoc. He's still down below. He flew next to the Vex water. The Vex milk. Concrete Master TV. Hello, hello. We still have the big ones to come out.
No. The thing's done, so...
Oh, they didn't come out, or they're coming out later? I thought there were two of them that came across the way.
Well, they didn't come out, so they probably won't.
Let's try to get his friends because they are dangerous.
Oh my gosh. Too busy reloading.
We have to take out the guys that are at a distance first.
Well, this guy was almost dead, Ransom. It'd be better to take out the champion first.
Uh-huh. You're up.
I only have 4 grenades left.
He's down. Now, Guardians, I love that this gun highlights targets. It makes this section a lot easier to have success here. Because when you do work with these from a distance, you'll find that it's very difficult to see them, and you can be shot from a distance really quickly. And you know, the range is really good on this weapon. You know, I'm a fan of the range. Alright, I'm going to go down here and grab Havoc as soon as I take care of these other two guys. And they are busy focused on his ghost right now. But I think that we have the, better together is what's working against us here. When you separate in this battle, oh, we don't?
We do not.
Well, what's that stream of light between you and I on this?
That was your thing you said. Do you not remember?
Yeah, but I didn't have it activated.
When I asked about it? Oh, well, it's definitely not whatever you're saying it is. It's not that.
Oh, well, you're right. I revived you, and it's my helmet. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that, Ash. I appreciate it.
Oh, cool.
Everybody in chat, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm hanging out with Havoc Otter, who is my original fire team member. When I woke up in the Cosmodrome Guardians, way back in ancient times, when I awoke, this is D1, okay? We're going all the way back to D1. When I woke up inside of D1 and I made my way through the Cosmodrome and found my first weapons and came out and battled, when I was able to join a fire team, Havoc was the first person that I ever played with inside of Destiny. The very first person. And to this day, we still play. We hate each other about every fourth game, but it's okay because sometimes you get heated in the game and you come back from that. But I always love in a game, I'm going to tell you what I love, okay? I love it in a game when you're alive and the dead man who you're going to have to revive is shouting out instructions to you. That's always, phenomenal. And I'll tell you that because many years ago, I was in a Grandmaster with some fellow mates in the Coterie of Arms. And and you guys have heard me, if you hang out with me, you know I love this story. We were playing, right? We were doing a lot inside the game. We were running a lot of Grandmasters over and over. And it got to the point where we were struggling. We'd had a power reset. And we were struggling inside of a Cabal. And there were a few Vex, but mainly Cabal in there. We were working as hard as we could to stay alive. One of our teammates did not have any weapons that would work with a champion. Nothing. So I was constantly hearing, stun them, stun them, stun them. Okay, I know, I got it. They're champions in here. You need to stun them. And, of course, we were working at it. We were working. And it came time for a drop down. And my teammates both dropped down and took themselves out of the game, as in DED, out of the game. And I was right behind them. I had taken some damage. I did the jump. And guess what? I was DED in the game. The jump took me out because I was weakened. And it was the same thing that happened to my teammates. Now, I, of course, say, why didn't they tell me? Why didn't they say something to me? I would have been more cautious, I'm saying. But from that point forward, they always reminded me, you know, of how it was my fault that we didn't make it after we'd spent so long on that encounter. Well, you know, guess what? You guys died before me. All right, he's stunned. I'm getting those headshots. I'm trying to take him down. Keep firing, Guardians. He's stunned again. And he's gone.
Here they come.
I'm running to the far left. I'm running to the far left as hard as I can. Run, Ransom, run! Now, we don't have a lot of revives here, so we got to be cautious. We have to be cautious. Whoa! I was trying to hit him as hard as I could. That's my... I'm down. That's number 2. Death number 2. Havoc, he's frozen. Try to get me, buddy. I'm revivable.
Yep.
And I was not revived, so we're out. We're done. DED. But you live and you learn. You go out of here and you do it again. Do it again. Now, luckily, I had 3 more takedowns than Havoc did, or I would have never heard the end of that about how I wasn't pulling my weight.
How many Nightfall ciphers do y'all have in your inventory?
Nightfall ciphers.
You get 4 per GM
I've got a
right
full
now.
10 of them. I have 10 of them.
Yeah, so you could buy an Adept Scintillation strand rifle from Zavala.
And still get them back. Get them back.
Yeah, you earn 4 per GM, so every 3 completions you can buy an Adept.
What do they look like?
They look like the exotic ciphers, but they're like Vanguard Pentagon tokens.
Oh, that's what these are.
Kevin, hello. Concrete Master TV.
Yeah, so just a friendly reminder to not throw away those free Adept rolls every 3 GMs that you do. I mean, they're not free. They're 50,000 Glimmer and like 1 engram, I think, and plus the 10 ciphers, but pretty much free.
Guardians, should I switch over from Vulpecula to Malediction? I do. The thing about Vulpecula, shoot to loot. And remember, shoot to loot, it's not just picking up ammo. You can shoot an orb and it will pick it up for you. An orb of power. It will pick it up. It will pick it up. So, it's a huge benefit to you. And I do like the fact that it's a precision frame. You're able to get just pinpoint accuracy with it. You know, the one thing that one of my favorite weapons since I earned this was Indebted Kindness. Remains Indebted Kindness. I love it. But Indebted Kindness, that rocket-assisted frame, you can quickly take yourself to the precipice and fall over DED. So you got to be cautious with that.
Good to have you back.
Now, let me take a look at this. We're going to... Holden just gave us a really fantastic reminder. What we're looking at is being able to buy one of these master weapons. It's Scintillation Adept. And... Oh, Shadow Price is back? Scintillation Adept. You can purchase this. And because I'm going to be getting a lot of Nightfall ciphers... And I haven't... This is like my original 10. I don't remember ever spending these at all because I end up doing a lot of this stuff. So let's spend those and get that. And then hopefully it's going to be something good. rapid hit and attrition orbs,
Finally
or
rise up.
auto-loading holster. Rapid hit,
I wonder what
rapid
this
precision
is.
hits temporarily increase stability and reload speed, or automatically reload this weapon after a short period of time. Now, I really like auto-loading holster in some content. Where you go for a while, but usually when I'm using, my power heavy weapon, like I'm in it for the long haul. So auto loading holster would not work. I'm thinking like in a raid, for example, when you're trying to kill the Taken King.
Our hidden operations
I don't normally put my heavy away unless I'm out of ammo or you have the bait and switch, something like that, where you need to do it. So I don't know. I'm gonna just play with that, take a look at it. Am I gonna like this weapon? Possibly. I haven't used it. I earned it, a few live streams ago, and I haven't used it once at this point. And I don't know if I will use it. I don't know. We're gonna find out. If somebody finds out that it's like one of the best damage weapons inside the game, then I say, okay, I'm going to pull it out and see if I can love it or not. Sometimes the very best weapons for the maximum amount of damage, you may have to like jump through hoops to get it to get that maximum amount of damage. You might have to have a lot of buffs and extras going for you to get that, and that might not be the way you want to go. I am a big proponent of just simply point and shoot. I don't want to have to think about switching weapons. I don't even want to have to pull up my loadouts and try to switch these. I just like a smooth flow of me utilizing my weapons, and I like those buffs that take effect without me having to think about the 5 steps to get there. I don't want to do the 5 steps. I just want it to activate. And I have watched Datto for years. I started watching Datto when his focus really was a lot on weapon damage and weapons testing and guides. And when Datto put a guide out, let me tell you, it was the definitive guide. I still feel like when Datto does a guide, you can pretty much rest assured his will be the go-to guide that doesn't miss details and doesn't take out a step that you might need for success. Datto, he's one of the kings of Destiny with millions of followers across multiple platforms. I like him a lot. And he will often talk about how some of the weapons, require certain things to happen. I'll give you just a prime example: bait and switch. Holden, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Well, our viewers, will you explain to them just one of the most simple ones is bait and switch? Will you kind of tell them exactly how that works?
Yeah, I mean, I think most people know, but you just have to do damage with all 3 of your weapons to get a buff of 30% for 10 seconds.
And that means going through all 3 weapons, and you have to go back to the one equipped with bait and switch. Now, what if you have 3 weapons that have bait and switch on them? Once you still work all 3 weapons? Can all the weapons have bait and switch first?
Yeah.
And then you could just freely go through. How long does the bait and switch stay active? Do you know, Holden?
Yeah, for 10 seconds. So if you had 3 weapons with bait and switch and they were all like doing good damage, you could have a really nice damage rotation where you're swapping, like auto-loading bait and switch on like a sniper, or reconstruction bait and switch on a sniper. I don't know what weapons those would be, but you could have a nice damage rotation if you're using multiple bait and switch weapons. But it is like you were saying, it's something to think about during damage phase, and sometimes the best thing to do is to just to think about like your positioning and the ads that still need to die, more than thinking about, oh, I need to swap through all my weapons.
Yes.
Um,
And Holden, thank you, Guardians. Holden, you know I've called this out before. Holden is a master gamer that's super knowledgeable about how the game works, about the buffs, the mods, weapons. Holden, I am so thankful that you and I ran into each other way back when. I don't remember how we ran into each other, but Guardians, I often watch Holden's live streams. He is a content creator. I've not seen Holden do as much on YouTube lately, but he is active on Twitch often, and usually a very long live stream, and it's always, for me, a fantastic learning situation. And thank you for that, Holden. We appreciate
you're
you
more
as a
than-
streamer and as a guardian. And Canada, some of the best friends that the United States has, they're in Canada. We love Canada.
and we love you, Ransom. That just, I mean, I don't even have words for how warm and fuzzy I feel inside when you lavish me with praise like that. That's completely
It's
unnecessary.
true.
But
You
thank
earned it, Holden. You know you
No,
did.
no. It's okay. Thank you.
Someday I've got to go through with Holden on The Last Wish on a 3-man. It's been in my mind ever since Holden,
No,
a very long time ago, mentioned this to me, and he said, Ransom, let's do, a 3-man, and it's Petra's Run. I think, isn't it, Holden? Petra's Run?
Well, I will say, excuse me for the yawn. The trio Petra's Run, the trio Flawless is quite difficult, especially with Shirochi when you have to do the 4 plates, and you have to like do some sword shenanigans to activate 4 plates at once with 3 guardians. So that is quite difficult. But Riven legit with 3 people is very fun, and I would love to do that sometime. Although I've heard that they've updated Riven in the raid to be like the Pantheon version, where you have the damage resist on the bottom floors. And I haven't actually gone back in to check to see.
Now,
if
hang
the
on,
joining
Holden.
allies-
That you just said a whole lot right there. Riven Raid has been updated with some of the mechanics out of Pantheon.
I believe that they have transferred over the damage resist on the bottom floors in Last Wish to make Riven legit, like, more viable than the cheesing. Yeah.
So cheesing has become much more difficult, or
Yeah.
is that what it's going to end up being? That we're going to have to shoot the eyes out?
Yeah, cheesing is now, I think, I mean, I could be wrong, because the only way that we could play Riven legit in Pantheon was at -20. So I think that there was a few strategies that worked for cheesing, but namely like a bubble Titan with like 5 behemoths blasting a bunch of crystals, stasis crystals into Riven still does the trick, I think. But yes, in general, cheesing Riven has become a lot more difficult since Final Shape launched, and there will be a lot more people that just choose to do it legitimately because it's fun, it's a good encounter, and it's not too difficult.
Holden, I agree with you. I don't hate the shoot the eyes out. Once you learn, kind of how people count the positioning, because if you're on the stairs in that phase, I don't even know what the phase is called, but it's the Riven end game of that raid. I think it starts like at the left and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't remember the right side. Maybe it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. However many eyes. How many eyes does she have?
It is. It's 10 eyes. So the left side is like a backwards N, and the right side is just up to a point and then down. But yeah. The getting used to doing the mechanics does take some time, but once you learn it, it's a very satisfying encounter to succeed at.
Holden, I don't think you and I have talked about this, and I want to. Do you have just a minute, Holden? I mean, you might be at work. I don't
Kind
know.
of.
Are you?
Yeah, I should probably be working, but I mean, I do have a minute.
All right. Give me what I know you've completed the raid, the new one, many times. Share your thoughts about it.
The environment is amazing. One of the best environments they've made.
And tell me why you think
Um,
that.
oh, it's just big and epic and just feels good to do. Like I just really enjoy the ambiance, the feeling, and how imposing the like climbing the tower to the witness, the whole
There's a
journey
sense
of
of
it
grandeur
is.
there, isn't there,
Yeah,
Holden?
definitely. Yeah.
It's like it's on a level. Even though we have three now that are kind of in the pyramids. We have Vow of the Disciple, Root of Nightmares, and then we have the new one. All
hmm
pyramid location based, but there's a level of grandeur and bigness that even it seems way beyond what the other ones have been. Now, what did you think about the mechanics? What are your thoughts about that, Holden?
I liked it. I mean, the thing is that it's tough for me to speak about how I feel about mechanics. I just like all mechanics. Like I want more mechanics in raids, and I think the fact that it's a pretty mechanically complex raid makes it good. I like the fact that there's a lot to do, and I like the strategies that have been developed. You know,
What was your
it's just
favorite portion looking at the raid and the whole of it all? From
oh,
where you
Verity for
entered to
sure.
where you end, what was your favorite portion?
The fourth encounter is like the maybe the best encounter ever designed for a raid. It's so good. I love the puzzle encounter and how it's like different from the rest of the raid and how it makes us like look at our guardians and our ghosts and understand that and um there's a calculator out for like being able to just have the you put the information in and then it tells you like what steps to take to do the outside dissections to get the 3D shapes in order or whatever. And I used that for like maybe the first 5 or 6 runs, and then I started to just like do a method of deduction of like, okay, if from left to right, if it's circle, triangle, square, I'm just gonna pick up a circle and I'm gonna go take a circle away from the left statue, like and the thing that's funny is when you just follow sort of the rule of there cannot be any circles at the circle statue, there cannot be any triangles at the triangle statue, and there cannot be any squares at the square statue. Oftentimes, I will get it correct and not even realize that I got it correct until I go and double check. It's like, okay, where do I need to put the shape? Oh, nowhere because it's done. And so I mean, yeah, there's just something very satisfying about successfully saving your solo friends from the solo rooms
Now,
in
Holden,
that
have
encounter.
you've LFG'd the raid,
Oh yeah, yep.
and how has what are your thoughts, Holden, on LFG for this
Um,
raid?
so on the first encounter, the things that are disputed is whether or not you do left team, right team, or corner team and wall team. So that's like one thing that you just have to sort out with all the players. Um, but first encounter is pretty chill. Second encounter, the thing that people argue about is whether or not to do the bouncing before you go to the reckoning in the middle or to do it after. And I think doing it before is superior because you can do the bouncing with no ads, uh, no ad threat. Um, and then third encounter is probably the most like it's an easy encounter if everyone's on the same page, but it's the most problematic in terms of like the different ways that people do stuff. Which is to like whether or not you're grabbing the resonance from the path that you're bouncing it back and forth on initially, and then going to lock where your buff is needed, or if you're just going to like get the buff from another place and then coming back and locking the conductor that you are doing the bouncing on. So that makes it a little bit annoying when people want to do the worst strategy in my mind.
On your position. Get ready.
The fourth encounter is very complex and is the hardest to do when there's a few people that don't know what they're doing. But I mean, I've spent over 30 hours in that encounter, and I feel like I'm pretty good at teaching people what to do, how to do it on that one, so I feel pretty good about that. And then Witness, you can have 3-4 ad clear people and 2 runners. So as long as you have a couple good runners, it's pretty okay. Although doing damage to the Witness, like having to move left and right and jump and stuff like that during a damage phase is a lot for some people. But with LFG, it's been pretty okay.
So, do you feel comfortable saying to someone you could definitely go LFG if you don't have a group to go in with?
Yeah, so there's this funny thing, like Astacross put out a video recently where he told his audience that his runs with LFG have been smoother than when he brings in viewers from his stream. And I can say that, like, I have a fresh run that I did with friends that took 17 hours, and I have a fresh run that I did with friends that took 12 hours. And then I have LFG runs that take 2.5, 3.5 hours, or even less. So, like, I think that most of the people who are willing to LFG are the type of players who are confident that they can get through it with other people who are confident that they can get through it. So, I think it just depends. Like, you have to sort of go in and see how the group is. Definitely, if you have a good raid report, you can join a raid report checking group, and then the group is going to be serious, and they might have a little bit of ego, but they're going to get it done efficiently. But if you're just trying to learn and you go and you find like a Sherpa group, try to find a Sherpa that's not teaching everyone, you know, like that has at least a few good helpers.
Right.
And I think as long as your Sherpa is calm and has like 2 other players there that know what they're doing, you'll get through it. And as you've said before, Ransom, you don't have to get through it all in one sitting. Like, it's okay to have to go back in for a grudge match.
Right. Holden, how many times have you completed the raid?
I'm up to about 15, I think.
15. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have spent the time in there. Guardians, he's been in there 15 times. Holden, I want to go to a different subject, and maybe Havoc might be able to answer this for me. It says I need convalescence budding. And I feel like I've done everything as far as the story. All of these are locked behind convalescence budding. Do you know what that is? Havoc, do you know what it is?
Yeah, you're on part of the mission already. It's convalescent something. You have the mission. It says it tells you what you need to do.
Is it a quest?
It is a quest, yeah. Mission, quest, whatever.
Why is it that
Same thing.
when I look at this, it doesn't look like anything to me?
It looks like a shield. It's not those. It's yeah.
Equip the new flickering blessing.
Yeah, that.
What is the new flickering blessing?
I tried to tell you where they were yesterday. They're on the map, and it's to the right of the Pathfinder. Go up to the left, and then directly to the upper right. Okay. I said left, and you're going all the way to the right.
Okay. Your other left! Traveler's Blessing, this thing?
Yeah.
Flickering Light?
Yeah, just equip the one that I guess you have.
God, is this going to take me days to finish that? There's a lot of stuff there.
They drop, they rotate in every, 12 hours or something every day, so... Or maybe it is every 12
But
hours.
now, Holden, how does it rank now as far as overall raids? And I know you've completed every single raid multiple times. Where does this new one rank for you?
I want to see how Master goes to decide like my ranking, but I don't know. I think after the fact, I kind of wished that there was more visually going on with the witness fight. I kind of wish that like up there that we were in the eye of the hurricane, so to speak, that there was like this crazy energy of like maybe like an orange fire energy whipping around the platform, and that when you went to final stand, everything would fall away except for that lone little rice cake with the light on it where you do damage. That would have been really cool if there was just a little bit more feeling of it really being down to that final moment. But in terms of raids that they've put out, it's 5 encounters, more than most of them. So I like that. And it's tough for me to rank. Like I've always said, Last Wish is my favorite. I think Vow the Disciple is one of the best. And I think every raid is good for a different reason. Like I wouldn't want to just like have a desert island raid that I have to play over and over again. I would want to take them all with me, you know. I do think that it's among the top 5 at least, if not the top 3.
Top 5.
Yeah,
What do I have to do
probably. Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're fine.
Probably Last Wish is still my favorite in terms of just the nostalgia factor, but if I'm looking objectively at all the raids, it's probably the best raid.
And why do you say that?
What do I do?
I don't know. I don't know. It's got Verity in it, which is just one of the best encounters ever. And
What am I supposed to do with this?
Now, what about what are your favorite weapons? If you had to pick 2 out of raids, raid only, what would the 2 weapons be?
Well, okay, so like the new raid has like the first Volt Shot bow in it with Dragonfly, which I've got crafted already, and it's incredible. You know, as a bow fan, the non-denouement bow from the new raid is just so good, and the first legendary 2-burst pulse rifle, and the first wave frame sword, like legendary power wave frame sword. And what else does it have? It's got the 900 RPM stasis SMG, which I haven't played around with much, but people in Crucible are loving it.
So now the bow, tell me more about the bow. What makes it really special?
So the bow has the ability to roll or be crafted with Dragonfly Volt Shot. And what it essentially makes it into is legendary Trinity Ghoul, and it's maybe even stronger than Trinity Ghoul in like endgame content because of how Volt Shot and Dragonfly scale with enemy difficulty. And so when you get a crit kill with a Dragonfly Volt Shot bow, the Volt Shot procs immediately, and then the Dragonfly detonation procs Volt Shot without taking the buff away. So you get a Lightning Storm. If there's any adds around like the enemy that you killed with the crit shot, you get a Lightning Storm right away, and you still have 7 seconds of Volt Shot on the bow yeah, it's just crazy.
And Volt Shot will stun what? Overload?
Overloads, yes.
And anything that will stun an overload is okay with me.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that Volt Shot, or that jolting stuns overloads. I would never rely on a weapon that has volt shot to take into like something where I needed to be have reliable overload. I think it's great in like a in an ability build, like if all of your grenades are jolting and you're running like the Starfire, or sorry, not the Getaway Artist gloves on the Warlock with the Arc Soul. The Arc Soul will jolt targets, which is what makes it so crazy right now.
And Holden, having looked at, I know you have looked at the abilities of all the characters: Warlock, Titan, Hunter. What do you think probably is the most powerful? Is there one more powerful than the other?
Well, I've heard that like people are deleting stuff with Hunter. You said that Vendetta was doing a abilities only GM earlier, and that makes sense because Hunters with the exotic class item having um the Liar's Handshake perk, I think, on it, and then using there's something going on with Hunters that's making them able to punch like as hard as a Titan in those crazy like Strand Titan videos that have been put out.
And it's
So
really kind of amazing, isn't it, what we're seeing with Hunters right now? Don't you think so, Holden?
Yeah. I mean, Hunters are fantastic with Celestial Nighthawk. They're definitely the most desired class in the raid. So, if you really want to get through Salvation's Edge and be someone who like if you want to be wanted in the fire team, be a Celestial Nighthawk hunter with the Still Hunt Golden Gun Sniper, because those things are absolutely crashing the witness.
And Havoc, what have you been using just recently that you've really been loving? You've been punching everything.
Yeah, prismatic. Yeah, it's been really good. It's amazing.
Are you using an exotic cloak?
Yeah, I have one. I think I depends. I've been switching between the cloak and then my Liar's Handshake. I almost prefer Liar's Handshake over the cloak
Yeah,
still.
fair, because it heals you at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still really nice. I got Duskfield grenades and Spirit of Liar on my cloak.
Sick. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's been really nice. So it's just hard. It's either I need to figure out if I need health or like more of a defense. So at least there's two options, but it's alright.
No, that's really good. I would love to. I wish I would have farmed the exotic class items more before they fixed the glitch. Although there is like a strategy, like a video guide on farming from the chests, and you can apparently get one every 20 minutes.
Now, I've had them pop up in the chest. I earned 2 of them legitimately, and then one of them came to me through opening a chest.
Yeah.
Same.
So somebody did like over 2,500 chests and crunched the numbers, and I can't remember like the results of how many chests it took, but with their strategy, that it was about every 20 minutes they were getting one.
Havoc, am I doing anything that I'm supposed to be doing right now?
I don't know what you're doing. I thought you were
I
just
have no
running around.
idea. I mean, I highlighted something, and I do like this back route that I've been taking. I have found a lot of feathers. I need to find a lot of traveler orbs. So I'm liking it, but I don't know if this is going to get me where I can open that stuff up. Wait a minute. Is there another feather up there?
The last I saw, it said you needed to go back to the Arbor of Light.
Boisterous Dave, it's good to see you, buddy. I'm hanging out, playing with Havoc and chatting with Havoc and Holden. Holden is sharing with us some insight about Destiny the game. And Holden, of course, is a D1, D2 player. So it's always good to learn what other gamers... What did I just pick up? Maybe I just need to continue following that. It's always good to know what other players are thinking. Rejuvenating light.
Bye, dude.
I think that's the problem, is I'm not really thinking much. I'm mostly just pulling the trigger and praying. But no, there's a warlock build right now with getaway artists that I'm sure everyone who's a warlock main is aware of. Where you basically consume your grenade to get your arc buddy, which jolts everything. You do a phoenix dive to get your solar buddy, which scorches everything, and then you throw out a needle, which you have the 3 melees, the 3 strand needles, and that unravels everything, and then you basically walk around and everything just like falls over in front of you while you're shooting your guns. It's amazing.
I need to work on definitely on my hunter, because I want to partake in some of that joy.
Yeah, before they nerf it back
Concrete
into the
Master
ground.
TV says that the buddy build is very good.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Guardians, I did come to this via a back route that I had never been through before. So that's always kind of nice that I've found the caves. I feel like Hawthorne would have known about this. Begin restoration. I thought I just completed restoration. But I'm following the diamond, and it's showing me a backway path, and I have found some feathers. So I'm good with that. Let's go check behind the waterfall. Because I need some, I guess, some traveler spears.
What does that
Oh,
convalescent?
That was
What does that convalescent budding quest have you do next? What does it say?
He needs to go to the Arbor of Light. You don't listen.
Well, no, I'm listening. I'm just fascinated by this trail that I'm on.
This is
Arbor
Zabala's
of
house.
Light. Okay, investigate the new growth in Arbor of Light.
Yeah. You can fast travel
Let's
there.
find it. I hear you, puppy. I hear you. Arbor of Light. Where are you?
Far left.
Far left.
The D1 tower where the ghost is.
All right.
Oh. Oh. Weird. No, keep going back to the left. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The Lost City.
So I just need to go here to the Lost City. I guess it
No,
wants me to do this convalescence underbrush.
Yeah, that's where Micah 10 is. The like little place where you can interact with
I
them.
went back there and spoke, and it didn't have any interaction with me.
Yeah, so right in front of that area is the Arbor of Light. It's where the like old Cades of Vala and Ikora table was.
Yeah, let me go back down there. Past where Eris Morn was at, under the stairs. They put her under
Yep.
the stairs. We're going to run. This tree really grew. And then I'm going to go talk to this. I spoke to this earlier, and there was nothing there. But maybe now something will show up.
It's in front of it. There's like the ghosts and the beam of light coming out of the floor down by where the table was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I see it. Now I see it. Speak with Micah. Okay, now we
There
speak
you
with
go.
Micah.
Do you think it's the Traveler?
It's tunnel vision, Guardians. You run around in the game and you get tunnel vision. Underbrush, I get Pro Memoria, a machine gun.
Nicely done, Guardian. You've been taking names.
Thank you,
That
Micah.
Just tell
Thank
things
you.
around here are improving.
This is a
It's a good start,
1992.
seeing this through, helping the Traveler.
Let's equip it and find out what
I'm
it's
sure
all
it'll give
about.
us the best chance we can have. Did you ever hear of a warlock named Ulan Tan?
Range.
theories are
I'm not
surprisingly
going to masterwork
controversial.
this right
The
now.
Symmetrists have a bad rep. But to say that all light
I
is
like
connected
color
to itself,
shaders that highlight
you
the
and I are made
graphics.
of the same light
You know,
as
I've
our
played with a
ghost,
lot
as the
of
traveler.
graphic artists, really.
Here
I feel like I've played with a great,
And
you
if
know,
that's all
share
true,
of graphic artists.
maybe some of the harm
And,
that is blocking that connection.
I like to highlight
Open it up
graphics
again.
when I look at
Fix the
these.
problem.
Like, who is this on this
To help.
weapon?
So here's the plan.
Is that supposed to be
Some
Cade?
places deep, deep into the Pale Heart, where you can get even closer to the light.
Let's put a different color
But where the
shader on
witness's
this and
influences
see what
work to sway
happens.
much too far. My thinking
Any
is
color
bring our
shader
injured
that
friend to one of
makes the
those,
graphics
clear out the
invisible
rot, touch the light
would be a
directly,
no from me.
see
That
if
would
it
be a
makes
no.
difference. And if it doesn't, we learn something from it anyway. No harm, no foul.
Thank you,
Sending out the
Micah.
locations I've
Open
dug up now.
overthrow
Your girls
chest
should
in
be
the
able to pull it
landing
up
to
for you.
gain access to the location Micah indicated. Overthrow chest in the landing. So let's go out here and find the landing. The divide, the impasse, the blooming, the refraction, the landing. Let's get to it, Guardians. Let's get to it. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with me. It's a casual day of sanitizing regions. And by sanitizing regions, what I mean is take them down. D-E-D down. That's exactly what I mean. Now, I kind of feel like, this is what I kind of feel like. I kind of feel like the Pale Heart, if you guys are long-term, you know, I know Havoc is, I know Holden is, as long-term players, the Plague Lands came into being, you know, when the Iron Lords were in it to win it. And when the Plague Lands came through, we had Siva Enhanced Fallen. And they were so busy. I mean, like, you could take down a group of Siva Enhanced Fallen, and they would respawn on you before you finished with the last one. Do you remember that, Holden, how fast those areas respawn the enemies? It was always kind of amazing to run through those haunted lands.
Yeah, that was a really cool area, for sure.
Plague Lands, and then they had the Archon Forge. And the Archon Forge was a big deal. You had to have resources to be able to start levels of Archon Forge. Kind of the same way that you would do inside of the Blind Whale. Now, these guys are shielded, and I know there's a puzzle to this, and I've broke the shields, and now I'm like not remembering what I need to do to break the shields. Okay, so I guess I look for the X now. There's something to it. There's something to it. I wished I could just jump through it and voila, activation. That's not how it works, though. Let me open this chest. I think here, well, let me look at this again. Was this a just open chest? Open overthrow chest. I've got to open overthrow chest. Will those be clearly marked? Will they say overload chest? I often wanted my sister to play this, and it was just too. It was too really. I don't know. My sister, I feel like would have been a fantastic gamer, content creator, live streamer. You know, the fun side of things. And there were just too many steps where things weren't exactly clear. And so it left her, you know, not wanting to really play the game. And I know that, you know, other people have kind of felt the same about it. There's a guy, I think he lives in Australia. He's a content creator, live streamer. He's friends with Dado and Travel Danielle. I can't think of his name right now, but he's Jazz or
Jeb.
Is it Jeb? J-E-B?
Well, no, it's Jez, but he goes by Jeb.
Okay, all right. I like him. He's funny. Jez,
Yeah, he's
J-E-Z.
Yeah,
I think he's funny. And he had his wife play, and man, oh man, I watched the video, the entire video. And it's kind of how my sister felt about it. She didn't stay with it as long as his wife did. But it was tragic about how stuff, because we have played so long, Guardians. We have played so long. We just, you know, think, okay, this is what we do because, you know, we've been taught by people like Holden, Havoc, Guardians that have been around the block 2 or 3 times. So, you know, we kind of know. But if you're starting out new, you may not have that resource to draw on. And sometimes things inside of Destiny, they're gonna say, I have seen many times where something will say, you know what to do. And sometimes you simply may not know what to do. Here is that X again. Like right now, what am I supposed to do? Where's the X? Is this the chest I'm supposed to be working on? Ashzilla says it can definitely be overwhelming getting into it. Like, I'm wondering if I came into this game today, would I enjoy it as much? Because of the complexities. Now, today, some of those complexities don't really bother me because I love playing it. So, you know, if I don't understand interactions of a mod, I don't get too upset about it. You know, I refer to content creators. That's why, you know, you have to be good to your content creators. But I don't get real upset if I don't, you know, have a full understanding. Because somebody's going to have the same problem and there's going to be a video about it. Oh, okay, here's the ice cream. So now, it seems like I shoot the X. I need to find the X, maybe. The X is over his head in his general region. So I'm basically thinking I need to find the X. Ogre! Yellow Bar Ogre and all of his friends. Collect his loot. Give me your loot. Now, I know I'm supposed to be working on something else, but this is all just a great deal of fun. Concrete Master TV says, much other games are the same. Honestly, like you hop into them and there's so much to do and it gets very overwhelming. Havoc plays a lot of games like that. Final Fantasy, I guess is Final Fantasy 14
Final
the
Fantasy,
online
yeah.
multiplayer?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Now let's see what's still over his head. It's still the X. Am I just... Where should I be looking for the X?
What are you looking for?
Oh, I don't... One of these puzzlers. It reminds me of opening a chest up on the moon, you know, when they're locked. Like floating in the air is an X with 2 lines between it.
Oh, you have to break that symbol?
And I have to find it first.
Yeah, so there was one that was not it on the wall right there. That's not it.
That's the ice cream cone or the pizza slice. Where, oh where can my X be? How far away could it be?
Shouldn't be too far.
I feel like it should give me a hint. There it is. Okay, he's still not taking damage. Now let's see. Is there something else? Alright, the X is still showing. And he's saying immune. So obviously mistakes were made. I hear you, puppy. I hear you. Mistakes have been made. Okay, is that not the same symbol? No. So I need another symbol. And I'm withholding here. I don't think they would be too far away. Okay, the X has been shot. Now, did he just disappear?
That's it. Yeah.
Alright, did that give me... is this one of the ones I'm supposed to open? Collect the loot. Let's find out, Guardians. Let's find out together. Yes, that was 15%. Open overthrow chest in the landing to gain access to the location Micah indicated. So the one chest was 15%.
Yeah, you should get more percentage
that's a lot
as
of
you
chest.
proceed. Once you get to like the phase 2, I think each chest will be worth 30%. So it should just be like 3 more. I think you want to sparrow around and look for the icon that you would see when you're doing like a public event. That's what you're looking for.
Alright, I see it over here. I'm going to head that way. I know I have completed this section before with the witch. I don't see the icon now all of a sudden. You get too close on it and the icon is going to disappear. Okay, the icon is back up over kind of in the area I just left.
I think it's in the cave. There's probably a crystal thrall down in that cave.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Probably break the crystals, break the shell. He's got a diamond on his head.
Just follow him until more crystals.
Oh, it's a game of chase. Lead the way, little buddy. Lead the way. Remember, Guardians, this little monster can grow up to be an ogre, a wizard, aka witch, and you don't give them the chance. Don't give them the chance. Oh, and he's a yellow bar. Now, let's find out how much this gave me.
Detecting multiple waves of reinforcements inbound on your position.
Sometimes I think Failsafe's voice has been changed. Does anybody else feel the same thing? That jumped to 30%?
Yeah, that was still a tier 1 chest, so now you're into tier 2. So the next chest should be worth more.
I definitely feel like she's either been sped up, slowed down, something's a little bit off, and they did change voice actors for Ikora. I think that was last season. We had all new voice actor for Ikora.
Ikora's voice actor changed during season of
The Wish, or was it before?
In order for it to heal, the traveler
I think it was earlier.
moving freely. Follow the path
There was like a specific trailer that I remember, and I feel like it was Vex Network themed, but it definitely wasn't Season of the Chosen, or at least I don't think it was that far back. Let me take a look. New Ikora Ray voice actor. It was Season of the Splicer. That far back.
Wow, that long ago?
2021. Yep. She
You
does
know,
a
the
pretty
funny
good
thing
job.
about it, she did Firefly and Serendipity with Cade's voice actor, Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
And they were friends from before.
Yeah.
So I
think
kind
that-
of hate that the original Ikora, is no longer playing the part. But I felt like whoever they hired,
life flows freely.
did a really good job.
Yeah.
Traveler reminds me of a great
It's missing like a little bit of like
birds to pick parasites off its hide.
I would call it almost like graveliness. Like
Yeah.
there's a little bit of gruffness to it that is not there because it's a younger actor. But Gina Torres was the original voice, and she was phenomenal.
Loved her.
But she got her own show as a spin-off of Suits. And I think it was just mostly like scheduling that had made the like most of the cast changes have been due to scheduling, or unfortunately in the case of Lance Reddick passing away.
Yes, and I was a huge fan of Lance Reddick. I had watched him on the series Bosch on Prime, and felt like he was so phenomenal. And of course, many of you as gamers will know him from Horizon, Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West, where he had a main character role in that. Do you remember the name of the character in Horizon from Lance Reddick? Havoc, can you hear me?
Silence or something like that.
Silence.
Yeah.
And not to mention just a lot of really phenomenal television work.
I don't understand. I thought that I'd finished this and then it's not. Oh, okay. How do I know which symbol I need? I don't know. Oh well.
Now, I'm just going to try to continue to work down that old Shrieker. I'm probably a little bit far away from it. And for some reason... Oh, okay. Get out of here, Mr. Knight. You're the reason my sword dropped out of my hand. Finally, got one.
Yeah, Horizon was excellent. The second one was really good too. But it got overplayed by a different game. I can't remember what game came out that year. The second one came out and it just it overshadowed anything else. Oh, Baldur's Gate maybe? Maybe it was Baldur's Gate 3 that came. No. I don't know. There was a game that came out on the second Horizon, and it didn't really do as well as it should have.
I feel like I should have got a chest there somewhere.
No, you still have to pop. Wait, where are you? You still have to pop all these things.
With what? The sword? Oh, it wants me to throw the sword.
It's probably like a controversial thing to say, but if somebody could like tastefully do an AI Lance Reddick like final excision cutscene speech, I would want to watch it. I would want to see like I feel like even though what's his name? The guy who did the voices of all in Final Shape did a great job, but I really missed Lance Reddick. It makes me really sad.
It was definitely, it was a
Keith
difference there. I mean, if you were a fan of Lance Reddick, it was a noticeable difference.
Yeah,
Like you said, the gruffness, the treble, something was missing.
Well, it's just like he has an iconic voice, and he would have absolutely smashed it. And the fact that he was a player, like the fact that he was one of us, like he was literally playing Destiny 2 the night before he passed away. Like that's what made it hit so hard, was the fact that he was one of us.
Yes.
Take this power, Guardian, and wield it against the Blight.
Oh, we have to bust these welts or whatever.
Like, I don't even know whose voice that was. Was that supposed to be Ikora?
Yeah. They only bust with grenades.
Oh, okay.
You've done everything you can to purge the Blight, and we'll continue to fight it wherever it emerges.
It is true. A warrior's duty is never done, and vigilance is the price we must pay for peace. But a price we will pay gladly.
Okay, that was double ogres. Double your trouble, double the fun. Ogres. Which? Now, let's see. You know, I need to find another one. Havoc, do you still have Vendetta up? Is he meleeing his way through the Grandmaster
Oh no,
last
he
way?
switched to Elden Ring at some point. So I'm not sure if he finished it or not.
Alright, I have not seen this one before. This one's new to me. They're up to no good. They're gathering light. I'm just wondering, are the objectives clear on these?
No, you just kind of have to figure it out. I think these ones we basically just, you know,
Kill
get all the
everything.
ads. Yeah. And the bubbles will slowly unlock.
Now, I do like the level of ads that we're receiving here. Like, I like that we're getting yellow bar bosses on this.
Yeah, I think the Pale Heart Destination is probably like the most alive feeling patrol space that Bungie's put out. It never feels really dead unless you're like in the middle of an overthrow where all of the forces go away for like 4 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, they're up to no good here. And Concrete Master TV, yes, it is beautifully done. And we needed something because we've had a lot of like gray and sand. So I am all about this excellent color palette.
Yeah, and it's got everything from the light to the dark, from the left to the right. It's got all sorts of different environments.
Yeah, and I like it. I'm a fan. The first time I was running through this, I really liked the color palette that we were getting.
That moment in the campaign when we first entered the Traveler, and it was like the pools of light being dropped by the bird as you traversed towards the
It was pretty.
tumor. It was so cool.
Oh, the bird was so beautifully done. It was breathtaking. I just watched it and thought, wow, this is just glorious. Alright, I'm completing an overthrow level 3. Is that the step, or I wonder if they level up?
It's what this is.
You should be done the chest step, I think. Have you checked the quest recently?
No, let me look. Okay, follow the vision of light into the depths of the Pale Heart and fight the infection found there. Waypoint has been added. Concrete says they did a great transition. Like the first area is so beautiful, then the further you progress, the more distorted it gets. Do we know what state the Traveler is in at this point?
It's healing, but the Lucent Hive are trying to take over. And there's still like Taken that have no leader, and red. What are the Cabal forces called?
The Red Legion.
Legion.
They're not Red Legion, are they? They're
no, I think they're different. I think they're.
These are the cloned ones.
They're Calluses. They're Calluses like Darkness faction or whatever.
Yeah, they do have a name though.
I can't remember what it is.
Shadow Legion.
Yes,
Shadow Legion. Ash. That's it. That's it.
Thanks, Ash.
Alright, I kind of want to complete this before I go into that next section. Defeat a powerful force of darkness.
Yeah, he's here in the middle.
I'm headed that way. Get out of here, powerful force of darkness. And he's immune. So we're going to have to pick up a
sword.
And I came in here unprepared. Turn away, Guardians. Turn away.
He's open.
Whoa-wee! Ugh! I need to find some new favorite weapons. That's what I need to do. My goal is to find new favorite weapons. Popcorn. Popcorn on the battlefield. They threw everything at this but the kitchen sink. Oh, he's healthy.
He's got a ghost.
And has a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a shell and stoicism. I got another stoicism.
Oh, that was just from the regular chest that you open. That's crazy.
That's where they come from. Any chest in the Pale Heart can drop a class item. It's just on. You just keep opening chests and it'll happen.
I'm gonna plant a seed. I have planted a seed. Crops will grow. People will come. The land will flourish.
It gives you a 5-minute buff based on which buff you have activated in the Traveler's Blessings section.
Okay, now follow the vision into the depths of the pale heart. I hear you, puppy. I hear you.
We share.
Follow. Hang on, Guardians. Hang on. I gotta get the puppy in. Hang on. I'll be right back. Thank you, Guardians. Thank you, thank you. All right, now, where am I at? Follow the vision of light into the depths of the pale heart and fight the infection found there. All right, I see a diamond. Follow the diamond. Let's jump on my surfboard. And head that way. Walk this way. Walk this way. Cue the music. Cue the music.
What was on that class item that you just got?
Oh, let me look. Let me look at the class item. Oh, it's one I've already got. Dreninger's Lash. And Orbs of Power overcharge your super.
Star Eater is one of the best perks you can get.
This might be.
Most
So you're saying this is a keeper, Holden? Is that a good one?
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, like every single unique combo is a keeper because you never know which combo class item is going to be broken next. You know, like what's going to be discovered. So it's almost like you need to have, if you really wanted to, like 64 of each. Like, some people are doing, like, a checklist, and they're just keeping every unique combination until they get them all.
How many combinations are there? 64?
I think 64.
Wow.
Because there's eight perks in one column, 8 perks in the other, 8 times 8, 64 possibilities. I'll probably do that for Warlock, and then, like, just keep the best ones and some like probably good ones for the other classes, but I'll probably keep every combo that I get for Warlock.
Yeah, because we're looking at what would be, a lot of space
Indeed.
if you kept all of them.
Yeah, so actually with that in mind, I did go through and I started to ruthlessly clean my vaults recently. I went to like my auto rifles and I looked at all my auto rifles and I made some hard decisions to like cut them in half. I think I went from over 40 to less than 30.
I have actually thought about just going through Holden and kind of doing the same thing because I don't want to take all those 1900s up.
Yeah, you just have to look at it as like, keep your best strand one, keep your best stasis, your best kinetic, your best solar void arc, and then keep anything that might have like a utility benefit or a if it's like your best PvP option. But outside of that, I pretty much deleted stuff. I used to have 3 gnawing hungers, and I deleted my PvP gnawing hunger, and I deleted my subsistence demolitionist one because I figured the auto-loading demolitionist one is the one that I would use instead in most situations.
And I've tried to really cut back on any duplication in exotics. I've tried to cut back in them, and I need to go through and cut back on my armor because I will have 3 or 4 armor pieces of the same thing because of the rolls that are different. Thinking this will be the one that I need that gets me, 3 100s or 4 100s. So, it's ultimately why I need more space.
I would pay for it.
Hello, bird. Hello, bird. Well, at least the bird is taking me on a path to clean this place out. And it's stopping frequently. I see you, bird. I see you. Now, these might have been, difficult to defeat at some point in here. But I have kind of got up to a high enough level that I'm doing a little bit better about staying alive. Staying alive. Ha, ha. Cue the music.
Has the Sith started yet, or what's going on?
That's what I'm working on. I said follow the bird.
Oh, okay. I thought it would pull me through, but I guess not.
It brought me down here to where dual density is at. I'm wondering if I got lost.
bird still there?
I don't see the bird. Let me go back a little bit. I mean, if it wanted me to do dual density, it should have just said complete dual density. Oh no, I see the bird way up there. Can I make it? Jump, Guardian, jump! Can you believe that? It's the reason Strand is my friend. Strand is my friend. $19.92. Let's pop this over. Let's get this Armatarium on, and then I'm gonna strand over to the bird. I'm sure there's a better way. That wasn't it. Tree branch. Lava of rock. Remember, Guardians, I, found my way around. Okay, here he is. Thank you for making that difficult.
It's pleasant watching the screen blind you, fun.
I climbed one of the mountains inside of D1 to get some Siva bits.
Oh, is Lost Signal the new grenade launcher? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Fancy. This is fancy. So it's the X. It's the X with 2 lines on the top.
The solar version should be coming out with this Act 2 or whatever.
The X with 2 lines on the top.
To your left? From where you were looking at it, looked like. Oh no, there it is.
Okay, X with 2 lines. Then it looks like an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Oh, you're
and then it's the X with the big line through it. Voila. Open sesame. Kitty cat, what are you doing? It's 100 degrees out. You don't need to be out there stomping around trying to find lizards.
I think she's after the birds. Oh, I got a memory from that. Thanks. That's nice. Bye, Holden.
Oh, did Holden leave?
Yeah. I think, like, work stuff, probably.
Thank you, Holden. Thank you, buddy. It was fun to hang out with you today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I guess I pick something up and make a deposit.
Yeah, you see this?
Summon
this
the sword
diamond here.
Summon the sword.
Where are you? I thought you had to do this. I thought you had to do this room. Is this not the room that you have to do? I guess. Did you do the crystal above us?
I came to where the bird brought me to.
Alright.
Ooh, they are trying to burn me up.
Well, I'm by Ikora's ship. Did you go further? I guess you went further.
I mean, I felt like this is where I was supposed to come to. Summon the sword.
I'm gonna need an exotic that gives me 2 grapples for my hunter. Alright, did I go the wrong way?
I must be.
How
I'm just
far did
breaking
you
the
go?
shields on these.
It's wild that it's not gonna like teleport me there.
I got 3 of the shields. I got 3 of them.
How close to you it says?
Now, it's highlighted over there. Break this. This is Hive Goo.
Cannot summon in this area, that's nuts.
And I must have to do it with a shield again. A sword, yeah.
I have no idea where you are.
I don't either. Oh man, it just like froze me. Oh, the game shut down. I was totally kicked out.
Oh, puffins. Well.
That was tragic. That was tragic. It shut me out. Turned the whole game off. The whole entire game.
Oh wow, and it's locked me too. Like I can't do anything. Oh, okay.
Am I gonna have to start that whole thing over?
Probs.
Ash, Zilla, I might have to start the whole thing over. Oh no, I do have to start over. Do over. Do over. Well, I'll be better prepared. That's awful though.
Yeah.
Why is my mouse not showing up? There it goes.
You gotta click into Destiny. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to start at this step 2. Guardians, I think that's a lunch break time. It is 3:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you to Holding a Grenade for hanging out today. Thank you to Havoc for playing with me, my original fire team member. And thank each and every one of you for hanging out. It's been just a fun time sanitizing regionally, just going through the spaces, and I will come back and pick this up and try to do better. I've got to do better. Thank you, Guardians. Join me the next time. Bring your friends in, because Guardians, I need friends. I'm going to confess it. I need a lot of friends, and I would love for you to bring your friends in and hang out with me, and we will share this journey together, because it is so much better when you've got folks to talk to share along the way. I will see you very soon, Guardians. Bye. Bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming to hang out with me.